All right, we're back. Let me see. I got a chest for something. I guess it's we got on the one of the leaderboards. I don't know which one, but we'll see what it is. $20. Where did that come from? Huh? Must have been 25 mil, right? That's gonna be like 3 days in a row. We've got 20, 20, 10, and 3. So that's $53, I think, in 4 days we've got on the new leaderboard. Or the old, well, the new old one, I guess you'd call it. Where did that come from? Let's see. Oh, it was, no, 16 and L. We got fifth on the 16 and L leaderboard. Huh. Didn't even know that. Didn't even know that was a thing. Well, there you go. We'll take it. So I gotta play 25 and L per bit to get caught up on some of my points, and then we're gonna start something new and see if we can last more than 3 days. So, yeah. Anyway, let's, so I need to be at, let me just double check that. 536. I'll just write that down real quick. Divide that by 2, so 268. 268, yeah. Alright, so we need 268 minus 167. Yep, that's what I thought. Alright. We'll blitz through this real quick, and then we'll be moving over to Twitch again for like the, what is this, like the 7th time? Got coffee today. We're not on the tea. Jack 10, we will continue to check. Maybe bluff sometimes, but not on a 99 roll. Up here with pocket eights, we'll do that. So this guy, 23, 15, 5 over 300 hands. Question becomes, can we bluff? Given he probably has kings or queens a bunch. Over here I'm going to double barrel. Not going to bluff the tens. And just fold over here. Over here we back into a flush. Probably up against some sort of ace-x. How big can we go? I guess we'll just go normal size like this. And unfortunately, I think we have to fold here. I think that's, yeah, it's an easy fold, really. He's, I just don't expect to see the bluffs, so we do not call. Down here, we're going to min raise. Label this guy. Um, first pot size bet. No real backdoors to speak of other than the straight draw. All right. I guess we call one unhappily. Unhappily indeed. Check turn. Up here, we're just going to fold down here again. Up here, we bet flop, check turn. He had king 7, so he's happy to bet turn there with whatever pair that is, some pair. That one. We're here, we're going to call twice. Is there any value in a river bet here? I think there has to be, right? And Jam River. This was just, this went check raise into 2 people. And half pot turn Jam River is going to be the maneuver here. Ace Jack cannot fold hand. All right. We got paid with a set. Shut up. Oh, I never plop sets. I never get sets like that. And so on and so forth. That whole thing. Down here, we're gonna call turn and probably call river. Although I'm not gonna be surprised when we run into something like Queen Jack here. I am surprised to run into a set given the flop checked through. It looks like we'll be three tabling for a second. Yeah, just gonna check tens here. Continue checking. It's kind of a good card for us because we'd play a jack this way a lot of the time, but yeah, no. We'll just fold, I guess. I think he plays an ace that way too, just or a jack. He'd play a jack that way. Over here, what are we gonna do over here? Flop check through. Let's do this against a guy who's understacked. Bad river, probably the worst. We'll check. Over here, I'm just gonna bet. Win check too. That was a bad river. Ace king. River's a king. This is a bad turn also. Really not much you can do after we bet flop. We could raise river possibly. I mean, we have stuff like queen 10 and whatnot. I think we'll just do this on the queen. And get snap called by ace 9. That's why it's a bad turn. I think I can overbet with, you know, just a lot of stuff. Maybe I don't need to overbet, but I want to make sure an 8 folds, I guess. Or maybe a rivered queen sometimes folds. Maybe check calls flop with king queen or something. I don't know. I know the queen is good for me. I know that. More so than him. He could have ace queen, but he must bet river with something like that sometimes. Interesting that regular just snap bets flop on. Man, this is insane. It really is pretty nutty. How terrible the regulars are at these stakes. Just so bad. I can't get the replayer up, but see if I can figure this out here, because I gotta see that. I gotta show that hand. No, it's still not fucking working. Jesus Christ. There. Finally. Fuck. So this guy has we open this king 9, he calls on button, we check to him, and he just snap bets with pocket 8s here on ace king 4. Which is interesting. Got another hand against this guy over here. Very bad turn. I think I'm going to check this turn, actually. River goes without saying. I mean, we beat nothing. We don't beat pocket fives. We don't beat pocket sixes. We don't beat any 10x. We beat maybe some ace highs that might do this, and that's basically it. But I kind of want to call the block just in case. Just flop the set with deuces. Alright, that's what I was thinking. Like, maybe he bets hands like pocket threes as a block for no reason. Not sure why he didn't check raise there, but... You can't lose too much by playing all these pocket pairs from every position, because this guy's been in the pool forever, so he's obviously not losing that much by doing what he's doing. We're not talking like, you know, 2 weeks. He's been here for ages. Here we get raised, we'll call. Bet small here, up here. What do we want to do? Check. Bet river. Oh man, down here this is happening. Another overcall of a 3-bet. I think it went open. Yeah, call. Down here we'll 4-bet. I mean, this guy should not have deuces and threes. It's pocket tens only. And could he ever have jacks or queens? I don't know. We're gonna see. And down here we're gonna be all in on flop. Against aces, not much you can do. Other than, I mean, you could fold top pair, I guess, at a 4-bet pot. Top pair, top kicker. You could do that. If you so choose. Gonna bet again down here. And river, I guess we check. Seems a bit thin now. Yep. Nut makers be nut making. Check raise over here with 2 pair. Turn. Do we ever overbet turn? I'm gonna go with normal size, I think. Very quick 4-bet down here, and this is his first 4-bet in 600 hands. I'll fold this time. Down here we'll go for the cold 4-bet. Bet flop and turn here, I guess. Hmm. Yeah, I think river we're just gonna rip it in. Hope for the best. We got the best that time. What do you do with ace queen here? It seems like we have to 3-bet. It's not a very good turn. We will check. We'll check and block river, I guess. Yeah, and I think to call a raise, we're just going to need the queen of spades if you're going to call. I think without the spade, we can fold. I think. I'm going to have to play some flushes that way, though. But unless you think he's just never bluffing, then you don't have to worry about it. But I think it's possible you run into something like tens there with a spade that could bluff. So we want the spade, though. Can't just bet call every ace we have there. We got ace king as well. It'll play the same way. Probably even ace jack also. So we're gonna want the spade if you're gonna do any calling there. Queen 4. I'm just not gonna bluff here. Never gonna win, but not gonna bluff either. See, I'll play some flushes like that, I guess. I have ace queen of spades, ace jack of spades, ace 10 of spades, ace king of spades. I think, or was the ace on board? It makes a difference if the I don't think the ace was on board. I think I would have recognized that. I would have recognized that. I think, would I? Maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm half asleep. Was the ace on board? I don't know. Where was the hand? Maybe it was on board. Oh. I thought the hand was down on this table. Maybe it was up here. And they make it very difficult to find past hands, don't they? Oh, the ace was on board. Okay. Yeah, makes it harder for me to have a flush, in which case I should be checking turn, but it might be, yeah, it just means I'm going to have to, at least theoretically, I'm going to have to bet call that when you have a spade. And I just don't have that many flushes when the ace is there. And I think probably in practice, he's just going to have so many more flushes than me. Given how wide everybody calls 3-bets, he's just got tons, and I don't. So, I don't know. We'll sit out now. Alternative is to just check river. That's an alternative. I think when he checks turn, though, his flushes should be slightly limited, you would think. So, oh man. Hey, part of my problem also, I think, is trying to play on zero sleep, being up for, it's probably not a good idea to start a session when you've been up for 18 hours or 20 hours or whatever. Probably not a good idea. It probably won't help your tilt much. It won't help your play either. So, probably stop doing that would be a good idea. A step in the right direction, maybe. Perhaps. I'm giving the rags too much credit. They're just not good, most of them. They just make a lot of hands, and it seems like they're better than they are, because it seems like they're more aggressive than they are. But they just they just make a lot of hands, so there's not much you can do, really. Over here, I think when we do bet, we use large size. We'll do that this time. Down here with jacks, we'll go for the block on river. Up here, we're going to call check raise. I was about to say this is a pretty good king to have because you unblock literally all draws. I have to check turn though. If he has a hand like King 10, he's probably going to check this turn. Does he check raise a hand like King Jack? I guess we're about to find out. 5-7. Check raises bottom pair with no back door. That can't be... Of all the hands you have to check raise there, that one would be low on the totem pole. Another regular. Doing regular things. You're going to want it, at least want 5-7 of hearts, I think, at the very least. Can't just check raise every 5x you have. Why that 5x, I wonder? Why 5-7 that time? I don't know. We'll never know. Hmm. Okay. I'm not sure what that's all about, but that was weird. I'm just gonna bet twice over here. Let's bet again. Bet, bet. Get min raised on turn. Alright. 7 of spades. Oh. This is possibly suicidal, but I'm gonna do it. Works that time. I just can't think of a better situation. If you're gonna bluff a fish, I can't think of a better situation than that. They don't come up too often, like absolute perfect spots. But that one was just about as good as it gets. If he's not folding an ace ever, then it's obviously not going to matter. But you should have maximum chance of fold equity. This dude's 2017 2 over 113 hands. I'm gonna fold tens here. Do I want to 3-bet this with this guy in the small blind? Probably not as much. I'm just gonna get jammed on at some frequency. I don't know how often, but it makes it such that going with a more, yeah, I guess a more, even more linear range, maybe. I'm not even sure, to be honest, but I'm gonna 4-bet over here though. He'll flop over here. Kind of a weird player, that guy. He could be doing that with some... Maybe I should raise there. Seems like I got better hands to raise, though, than King Jack. I think we'll delay this bluff to the river. Never mind. Never mind. Could have double checked here also. But, yeah. Maybe that was this could be a mite thin there. I don't know. I mean, I think this is just standard, not much to say about it. King 10 wins. I will say that much. Oh, so it doesn't look like this guy is necessarily limp in a hand like ace queen. I'm just gonna raise. Could have some sort of ace x of clubs. That would make some sense. All of them. Could have nothing. That makes no sense, but we're not trying to make sense of his plays. We can barely make sense of our own plays, so yeah. Open-ended straight flush draw down here. Up here we're squeezing with jacks. Get a couple of calls. Get this flop. So I mean, like, there's absolutely nothing you can do when there's so many multi-way pots like this. There's just nothing you can do. What are you gonna do with jacks here? Tell me. What would the best player on earth do in this spot? If you face it 15 times a day, what would he do? I'll show you what he would do. That's what he would do. Exactly. It's something you have to account for when you're playing lower stakes like this is the amount of multi-way pots. Down here we just see bet. I'm gonna fold to the raise. The amount of multi-way pots is immense compared to higher stakes. Your three ways, a lot. Three ways, four ways. They're not all just heads up scenarios. They're tons of multi-way pots. The limp re-raise over here. I'm gonna block this river here as well. Can we fold a6 to the limp re-raise for this size? Called by a 7 there. I'm gonna fold. Called by a 7 here. We bet turn into two people. I guess I never have an ace. And here we get this flop. We'll check. Fold. Up here we'll cold 4-bet. Get this flop. I think we have some checks on these boards. Check shove. That seems alright. I think. Check shove. Or check raise small. I'm gonna go with check shove this time. Don't know what bluffs I'll have there. Probably none, but alright. No one cares. He has jacks or queens there. I'm sure he calls. I mean, I can have bluffs. Obviously, I could just jam ace queen suited with backdoor flush draw. I could do that. I don't think I'm supposed to 3-bet this, actually. Kind of did it automatically. Automatically. Here with this, probably do a variety of things. We'll go for this option. Flop a 10. Danger, danger. Danger, danger. Bet small. Still lose to jacks and queens. We get raised. We do block aces, which is nice. We're going to call. Check turn. King river. All right, check. Twas queens. Maybe I can just fold flop there. But, yeah. Unlucky. Flop a 10. Flop a 10 when he has that hand. I think the sizing, though, is kind of looks like queens or jacks to me. I don't think I can bluff river. I think we got too good of a hand to bluff. Although I don't have a lot of worse ones, maybe. Seems like we've always got the perfect hand. Like we flopped ace queen in a 4-bet pot. Top pair against aces. Always got the perfect hand. Another form of variance that you... I mean, you could just fold flop, but I expect to be losing a lot there, but yeah. We're not worried about it. Whatever, we're just gonna make the plays, and whatever happens, happens. I'll just call here this time. Check. We block with this? Probably not. Check. I mean, we're never going to win the showdown, but I think it's too good. I think we need something worse. We've got all sorts of ragged king X to bluff with, all sorts of queen highs, jack highs, all kinds of stuff. I guess over here we're just going to get this in for 26 blinds. We'll just bet here. Over here. Do that. Down here. Our first ace king of the day. We haven't been all in against aces yet. Well, we were, yeah, that wasn't an all in, but we had queens versus aces once, but we weren't all in, so we're here with jacks. We bet half pot on turn. Get a fold over here with jack 9, blind on blind. We'll call turn a 9. Bet. We have the nuts down here. We'll go for, we block turn. We're going to go bigger on river, I think. I think he has a jack a lot. He has nothing somehow. He has diddly squat. Why don't they do that when I'm bluffing? Why don't they just do that when I'm bluffing? Not that I'm doing a lot of bluffing, but here and there a bluff gets in. Doesn't get through, but they get in here and there. I guess we did bluff in that 4-bet pot earlier with ace queen on king 10. King 10 whatever texture where the flush draw missed. Sent it in on river and got fold. Three bet down here this time. Four bet, fold. I don't think we'll be doing good on the leaderboard today. I think it's the first time I've seen aces so far. Oh man, what do you do here? This guy is so nitty. Do you call? I'm just gonna shove. He's just too nitty. He's just gonna have kings and queens and stuff a bunch. Probably run into the only guy who hero folds ace. Yeah, I was gonna say ace king. Probably run into the only guy with ace king. I mean, he thought about it. Everybody else is snap calling there. But everybody gets ace king in from all positions in these games. That's just what they do. I think that one's a fold. Like, just like this one's a fold. This one's just never a call. You don't have 48% equity against the range here. Not even close. Not even close. You're not even in the conversation there. You got 39. I think you've got high 30% there. 39, maybe 40. Maybe. But 37 to 39, I think, against the range is what you're looking at there. But, you know, you factor in, like, it just has to be better than, calling has to be better than folding. So if you lose whatever we were in for there, 7 blinds or 10, whatever it is, 12 blinds, you lose that 12 blinds every time you fold. If you have slightly not the right price, then you might, oh man, look at this. Another one of these spots. I just got to do it. I don't have a choice. Flop top pair in 4-bet pot. We'll go small, quite small. Deuce of diamonds turn. Check. King of diamonds river, not so good. In these 4-bet pots, people just have a lot more flush. They have a lot more suited combos. So, just ace king. Nice river. Nice river. Should have just folded pre-flop. I mean, it's hard to believe that you're in a situation where it's like small blind versus cutoff or whatever. And that's just how nitty some of these guys are. They just don't 3-bet. I think you can maybe just fold pre-flop. I mean, I kind of didn't like it. But surely he 3-bets more than just ace king from those positions. Surely. I mean, if you were playing HUDless, you would make that 4-bet every single time. We almost sucked out on ace king. Almost. This fucking close. Couldn't quite do it. Couldn't quite do it. Couldn't hold once we did the original suck. 3-betting on all tables here. The diamond's really bad in these when ranges are more well defined and people have a lot of suited cards. The flush cards are extremely bad in 4-bet pots, or more, worse than what they are normally. Just has so many flushes there. So you have to check, I think, on turn. Well, you don't have to. You can bet turn sometimes, but you have to check some. Go for the block here. I actually got a fold on a block bet. Can't believe that. I can't. How are we doing on the old points today? Let's see. Ace queen, no diamond on 10, 6, 10. Hmm. We'll go with a bet this time. I didn't look at the RNG, but we're betting this time. King on turn. I think half pot will suffice. Queen on river. Queen of diamonds. All right. You win. The Nutmakers. I wish I knew how they do it. I wish I knew how they do it in these 3-bet pots and stuff. How they make all these hands. I wish I had the secret formula to that. It really is astounding. I heard a guy on streaming on GG was playing 10 and L over there today. He was saying the exact same stuff. Like, they just make the nuts all the time. King deuce of clubs. All right. We have to lead this river. I think we lead it. I'm just going to lead it for this size. How do they make nuts all the time? That's what he's thinking. What a river card. Yeah. Alright, let's sit out again. I'm gonna bet here with the King of Clubs we can do some stuff on later streets sometimes, and I think we sometimes bet this anyway. Alright. Alright. Yeah. I don't really know. I'm gonna close this table. It's annoying that the replayer does that, but what are you gonna do? Honestly, what are you gonna do? Nothing. It's the way life is. Yeah, so we took a pretty sizable hit with this On the upside, I did get some other stuff sorted out that I may have gotten in trouble for later. To do with, we'll 4-bet this. Down here. Get this flop. I think we can bet. I think we probably even could use like bigger sizes here. In all honesty, but we'll go small this time. Not a very good board for the calling range of the 4-bet, you know, the caller. He just doesn't really hit that board. I really hope this guy, yeah, can get ace high. All right. So basically, I took what I had separate from the we'll call it the Eternal Loan, and put it on. That's what I put on GG. So I lost that. Lost that completely, and I still owe on a little bit for the, which we should find out hopefully today or tomorrow. A little more on that. So yeah, we're not in a good place. So I kind of got to start almost like starting over completely. Sort of. Well, it is. Yeah. Not good. All this time wasted not playing has... It'll come back to haunt you eventually. Or playing just enough, or just, you know, all that stuff. I just 4-bet this guy, but I'm going to do it again. A little bit bigger given the stack depth. We do flop top pair this time. Go for the bet. Snap call. I don't know. We'll do something like that. Pocket sevens, so seems like a call. So blocker wise, so we will have an 8 sometimes and play it this way. We'll have, I don't think he value bets an 8 this size though, so he's either got a jack or he doesn't. It's one of those. Do people bluff enough here though? I mean, alright. We'll fold. We'll assume no and fold. A lot of hands he could bluff with though. A lot of contenders there. A lot of stuff, a lot of draws on turn. We'll check this. The board's going to change in an unfavorable way pretty often, multi-way, so we'll go for the check call. Case in point, there it is. That would be unfavorable, you could say. Yeah, I don't think we can even block river here. Oh boy, what's going on over here? We overbet turn and get raised. Why did I overbet turn? I thought I had queen 3. Whoops. That was not very smart. First, I almost overbet called there. I must have had queen 3 somewhere else. I don't know why I thought queen 3. Let's check again. Snap fold. Old Boris. Boris is on the prowl today. Every day. He's here every day. Boris is here daily. Let's check this time. Check, check. This is where you get a little cute and they back into weird 2 pairs and strange stuff like that. Force rate, not ideal. I mean, we can't bet. To run like these guys, man, I'm telling you right now. Just to run like these guys, it's gotta be good. It's gotta be nice. Has to be. Just open 7-9 offsuit. Check 9 high on the flop. Check 9 high on the flop. Turn a pair, call. Ripper straight. It's gotta be fucking lovely. Win so many of these small pots that way. I mean, I called it before it even happened. It happens so often that you just get, you never get used to it, but you expect it at some point. Huh. Alright. I'll fold. I will have King X of spades there. I will have, what else? Probably not a lot else. Maybe pocket 9 sometimes. Here, that's pretty bad turn. Pretty bad. I'm gonna bet again though. He doesn't always have to have Jack 10 or Jack 9 or 9-10. He can have some other stuff. Like that. So, yep. Boris opening 7-9 offsuit in small blind. Gonna have to start 3-betting him more. I think I said that before though. Pocket 8's down here against a couple of fish. He's made this very small. Very, very small. We are deeper. Flop a set against old Boris. Alright. We'll call. 7 on turn. Go with small size. Get the fold. Unfortunate. Hoping to stack Boris for a change. I don't know why you squeezed so small there, but that was too small for sure. Too small. My base is up here. If anybody's interested. And we do get 3-bet by this guy. He does jam. We will call. Gets it in with 10s. So this down here is weird. We've overcalled a 3-bet with deep stacks against the guy who just doesn't 3-bet. Terrible turn. That would be the nut low turn. The nut low. I don't think there's really another way to play that, though. I think you play it that way. Not going to cold 4-bet that guy with 200 and some odd blinds when he's 3-betting 4% over semi-reasonable number of hands. I mean, these games are relatively soft. They're not as soft as the 16 and 0, but the regs are making a lot of mistakes. I'm making mistakes too. But they're making like basic, very, very basic mistakes. There are supposed to be minus EV. Like this calling pocket pairs 100% of the time everywhere. Like that's not supposed to make money. How much does it lose though? That's the question. Maybe it doesn't lose as much as we think, or as much as I think. Yeah, not gonna continue this 9-10, am I? Yeah, I'm gonna check. We'll give up. I don't like blocking 9s and 10s, I don't think. I just don't like it. Need a better turn. Need a better turn. He'll also have ace king that peels flop too, and king queen. I think that's just a really bad turn overall, or pretty bad turn to continue bluffing on. Ace 8 tree down here. Alright, we'll just bet. Could check too, but we'll save that for the turn. 8 of hearts, river. We have to fold. Ace queen suited down here. We flop this. Pretty bad. We'll check. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Turn is no help whatsoever. Check again. River, can we value bet ace high against ace jack, or is that too thin? I guess it doesn't matter because I already did it. He had ace 9, so not even ace jack. Call, 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 call. Sound like a seagull. Call, call. I bet this one this time too. Gonna do both. Check in bet. As a lot of spots work that way. Seems like you can do everything out of mix in theory. Fuck off. Let's check when there's no bad turns. How many times do you say that in the run of a day, I wonder? A fucking lot of times, that's how many. A lot of times. That guy on GG, though, was suffering. He was talking, he was tilted, kind of whining and complaining the same as, I guess, a lot of us do. Let's rebet this. But I bet the same stuff, how they just flop the nuts every hand and they never bluff, and they just flop the nuts every hand and they never bluff, and they just continue to flop the nuts every hand and never bluff, and they just have it all the time and can't make any hands, can't get any action when you have big hands. They always call when you're bluffing, they always fold when you're not bluffing. So, yeah. So it's just the way variance works. I suppose everybody suffers the same fate at times. And some people don't suffer very much at all. It's going to be that way. It's a lot like life, I guess. Some people have it easy. Some people have it really hard. Some people kind of hang out in the middle and just coast along. It's not too bad. This, I guess we'll do that. Maybe want to use larger size. I don't know. Let's go small again on the turn. Snap fold. A7 leads turn. Very nice. River's pair. I got this screen name here. What the fuck is that? Oh, that's just a cringy name right there. Hard to imagine being rich by the social definition of it anyway. I'm playing 25 mil. But to answer his question, no. No, I'm not. Not even close. Kind of the opposite. I don't love this spot. We're going to call with 7s, though. Don't know how to play that spot. Really difficult. Here we're going to shove ace king right into aces probably, but not much else we can do. Queens. All right. Can we win the first one? Yes. All right. Now I don't care what happens. He can have this one. Check. Check in here with ace jack on the dry ace high board in a 3-bet pot. We're getting close to the number we want. Open ender down here. Oh, bet get min raised. Christ, I don't think we can fold this. Can we? I mean, I don't think this guy ever has flush draw when he does this, unless it's exactly ace-x of diamonds. The implied odds, unlike the deuce of hearts, would be high. Let's call. Cannot get there. 7 of spades would have been nice. Yeah, I did play loopy, actually. It didn't go well. Tilt increases with the loopiness. Lack of sleep increases tilt. Who would have thought? But still, you know, that's not the main contributor to it, but it doesn't help. It's a small, it's a, you know, small contributor. Flop a set up here, we'll go for the check. Probably going for the check and raise. He snap checks, we'll check again. These guys never check down, ever. Call. Check, river. Bastards, man. He not bet the river there. He had king high, so it didn't matter. Would have been nice to get the river check raise in though. Flop. Turn 9. We will check. River Queen. Man, such a bad river. Check. Bad turn, I guess. And here we have this. We'll check call. Turn 2 pair. Now we beat, I guess, ace 10, ace queen, if you can have that. Ace 10 it was. Exactly. Ace 10. Over here. Probably going to 4-bet this sometimes. I'm going to do it this time. Just pretend we have aces. Forget about the 8 and pretend we have aces. Facing a limp call here. Limp call lead. Peel. Check. Oh, it's such a bad river. Oh, man. Of all rivers, the queen is just bad. Jack, yeah, 10, queen, all bad. Not when he has 10-9, though, but it is pretty bad. Dude's ripping it in here. Check raise. I don't think we have the best hand here ever, but it's such a small raise that... I think it's very rare, but I think it's too small to fold. I will fold turn, though. Just don't think we ever have the best hand at the moment. We can improve, though. It's possible. Over here, I think I'm just going to go small, small. pretty happily. Or unhappily, whichever. We're here versus Mr. Nitty Knits. We'll go for the plot call and fold every turn that's not a queen. Spade is interesting. We'll check. Ace of spades is also interesting. It's just got to be kings with the king of spades, or ace king with the king of spades, right? Or aces. Yeah, that's all it ever is. I don't know why I just insist on not folding to these people. I don't know why. Against the biggest nit in the game, I'm calling a cold 4-bet with queens against the biggest nit in the entire fucking... Why am I doing this? Tell me, why? What's the reason? I'll tell you why. Because I've seen him do some pretty weird shit that a nit you wouldn't expect of a nit. But anyway, whatever, man. We'll quit now. That's enough of the 25 and L. I'll be back after for more fun